This is going to be part 2 to the search term report review to add account-wide negative keywords. So in the first video, we talked about adding account-wide negative keywords that are low-quality keywords, non-business related, just specific keyword types that we don't want to go after. That's going to be step 1 in the regular negative keyword review. Step 2 is going to be high cost per conversion keywords. So what we're going to do here is same account, and this is our file here. So I added in a column for cost per conversion and then sorted by that column. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look in the account and figure out what the average cost per conversion is. So you don't have to use the same 90-day time frame. So this is a 30-day time frame. This account is a little more complex because it has 2 different business types. So this account should really be done kind of campaign by campaign, because each campaign is going to have its own standards as far as what the CPA can be. But we'll use it as an example in this case. So in this case, what you're going to want to do is, so we've got here is a $96.74 cost per conversion. So what we're going to be looking for is 50% above that. So let's take, you got 96 times 1.5 gives you 144. So any key or search query with a cost per conversion for the last 90 days over $144 will add as a negative keyword. Now again, keep in mind for this account, we can pay a lot more than that for birth mother leads. So we're not going to do that in this account. But for example, you would kind of go down here and say, okay, we've got all these down to $144. And then we would highlight these like we've been doing, copy them, put them onto a new sheet. Oops. We would add our brackets to make them exact match like we've been doing. And then concatenate. And then what we would do is we'd go into AdWords to our negative keyword lists. So what we're going to have here, so the other one we did was all campaigns low quality, and then this one is all campaigns high CPA. So we'll kind of go in here, and then we would apply all the keywords here. In this case, I'm not going to do it, but and that's how we do this one. We're going to get less keywords for this one typically. Yeah, one important thing to look for when going through this is just to make sure we're not blocking anything with a significant amount of volume. In that case, bring that to someone else's attention and just review it. So this would be one of those kind of cases. And again, these types of keywords in this account, we could pay more, but here would be a case like where you're looking at all these and it's like, okay, they're not significant volume drivers, but this one is. So do we want to block that and lose that 14 conversions, or is there something else we can do? Like, can we add that keyword on its own, where we can bid it completely separately because we're not bidding on that specific keyword? Things like that. Those are the main things you want to look out for, and just be careful. And typically, a lot of these are going to be on the lower end. But just be careful and make sure to bring that to someone else's attention and just kind of discuss what the best option for that would be, and go from there. Now, once you've gone through and added high spend or high cost per conversion keywords, The third part is to go through and what about those keywords that didn't convert but spent a lot of money? So in this case, I went back and I sorted by cost, and I'm looking for conversions being 0. Same thing, 50% or over cost per conversion, so we're still at $144. We want to look at these keywords that are zeros. So here's one, for example. It spent $1,500 over 3 months with 0 conversions. So even though it doesn't have a high CPA, it still has a high cost, so we want to block that one. And just kind of go down the line here. Here's $1,000. Just look for these zeros. You can also add to another column and filter them for 0 and go through. And then in this case, we're going to do the same thing, exact match. And we're going to add a third negative keyword list in here. And the third negative keyword list we're going to call is all campaigns, high cost, no conversions. Again, the reason we're going to do this is so that we can review them later for any reason if we want to add them back in or whatnot.